Hi, I'm Demi, founder and CEO of You're the Book Press and editor-in-chief of Self Pub Magazine. We're here in the studio today with author Judy Wolfman for a little Behind the Author series. Judy, tell us a little bit about your early family life.
My early family life, oh boy. I was married for 52 years to the same guy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? But for the past 5.5 years, I've been a widow. However, during our married life, both my husband and I were theatrically inclined. So I was in a lot of shows, acting. I did choreography. I actually danced, if you can believe that. Then we had 3 children. 2 boys and a girl, or if my husband was doing this interview, he'd say 3 children, 1 of each, and let everybody try to figure that one out. I'm not going to wait. And we did a lot of traveling. I was a teacher for many years in public schools, elementary, and after I had retired and he had already retired, we did a lot of traveling, literally all over the world.
What's the furthest point south you've ever been?
I'll tell you, the best way to learn about people and discover new cultures is through travel, going to the countries. I love it.
What's the furthest place south you've ever been?
South, way down to the end of the world. At
The end of the world?
Yes,
What's that?
The end of the world, literally, that's what it's called. At the tip of South America.
Grab your Google Earth here. The end of the world at the tip of South America. Awesome.
Yes.
Got a beautiful picture of you here in front of the signs. Okay, so furthest south. How about furthest away?
Furthest away was probably Africa. We went to Zimbabwe and took a side trip to see the Victorian Falls. And I think the most horrible experience I ever had anywhere was when we were in a van and an elephant charged at us.
At the van?
At the van. She was trying to guard her young.
Who was bigger, the van or the elephant?
I think the van was bigger, but boy, that elephant was stronger.
Maternal.
Yeah, it could have been a disaster, I'm sure. That was quite an experience. Come to find out, though, we thought she was charging at us, but we found out later that she was not, because her trunk was not up, her ears were not out, and she wasn't making those horrible sounds. She was merely trying to scare us away because her young were nearby. Interesting.
Good to know all those nonverbal cues that the other animals try to communicate.
That's right.
You just have to know their language. So you said you and your husband were in the theater, that you both enjoyed theater. Did you ever act in the same show together?
Oh, yeah. Several shows.
Did you ever get to kiss?
No. Our roles were such that it didn't... I was a drunk in one show. And hey, that was fun. I can't get drunk on my own, so I do
very
acting.
freeing, right?
But we did a lot of shows together. The one show that I really enjoyed was when we were doing Guys and Dolls, and he was Nathan Detroit, and I was one of the Kit Kat girls.
Ooh.
And a dancer, and I did the choreography for that show. So that was fun. That was fun.
Do you ever get dressed up just for giggles?
Oh, yeah. For a while there, I'm a professional storyteller, and when I would go out and do stories, I would try to get into some sort of a costume that would more or less resonate with the stories. Halloween was my time. Oh, I had a witch's outfit. Yes, that was my laugh. And I had the hat and the broom and the long nails, the whole bit. You know, I can't do it as well now as I used to be able to. But, you know, I'd scare the kids to death. And they liked it. They knew it was not real. But, no, that was fun. And sometimes I get dressed up as a clown just to be silly. And whatever.
You do the hair and wig, too?
Sometimes if I could find one, yes. Yeah. But, you know, getting a costume just for a show was not always the easiest thing to do.
Now I have another image of you here, sort of in a cowgirl getup. What was going on that day?
My daughter had a home or a log cabin actually, up in the mountains near Bedford, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And we used to go up there, and of course I had to get into the mood of that, so I put on my cowgirl outfit and wander on down. She had 5 acres of land, and I'd mosey on down through the trees.
I've never thought of the Great West as Bedford, PA, but
Well, you have to use your imagination, Demi.
it's really important as an author to bring that out.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I put myself into a lot of scenes just to get the flavor of it.
Do you feel like you've lived 1,000 lives that way?
Not quite. Almost. Don't make me older than I am, please.
100 lives. Well, no, how many do the cats have? 9 lives. You've lived at least 9 lives.
Oh, at least. At least, I'm sure of it.
And still land feet first. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was great to get to know you.
Oh, thank you, Demi. This was fun.